So last Sunday, I put out a challenge to the community to try and get walrus, bear, and tapir in StarPack via orca mantis. And thankfully, a bunch of people responded, and I'll show those in a minute. The link to this video will be in the description if you want to go and watch the whole thing, which goes over the entire process in a bit more detail. But first, we've got a wombat here finding a tapir and managing to keep it alive all the way to the end for a turn 17 win. That was very quick after the announcement. And then here's Vibly getting a tapir as well, although unfortunately losing on turn 15. Mollusk reported getting both a bear and a walrus, and then kindly gave me all the information about when the pets were available. And Joseph here managed to get a tapir as well, although lost on the same turn. But plenty of good stuff to work with there. And we also had this very funny clip sent in by Rev. He was working hard with the mantis fainting 2 orcas and he just couldn't get anything. And then he has this crazy round where he ends up getting walrus from 2 different orcas in the same battle. The odds against that are just absolutely ludicrous. But he wasn't having any success in the shot. But that wasn't a big deal. I knew that there were copies of all 3 pets out there in the wild. And so I headed into Puppy Pack to try and angle them. So we're going to start out here with a montage of a lot of the StarPack teams I faced. I've mostly clipped all the orca ones that some of them I know for a fact that they were deliberately trying to help me with this challenge, but other ones may just be people playing normally. And Mantis Orca is not that unusual, I suppose. Any of the faint pets really, you're going to put in the blast zone beside the Mantis. But there were quite a lot of people who I was facing multiple times and they would always have Mantis Orca, so I knew that they were trying to help out, which was a really gratifying feeling. And maybe you'll see yourself in this montage somewhere, so feel free to freeze frame, but I wanted to include as many people as possible. I just ended up with so much footage here that I didn't really want to show everything. But here we go with one of the first clips that I wanted to show, which is my opponent getting bear here from their orca. Unfortunately, that does me no good because the anglerfish can only copy pets that are in the opposing team at the start of battle. And actually here the weakened lionfish doesn't have enough to revenge snipe the vulture. And then this was great. I ended up facing Rev with his 3 squad mantis plus double orca. This was a game where he didn't get the mantis until the very end. And so yeah, that was great because that meant I could actually angle the orca. So we're going to see that now, I think. And I need to sell some stuff. Frequently when I would get into the position to actually angle an orca from the opposing team, I would only have 1 heart left. Because you really didn't want to win quickly. And luckily here we get the orca on the first attempt. And when I say we don't want to win quickly, the idea is that we want as many turns as possible after turn 9 to have a chance at finding an orca team. Or ideally a team that has walrus, bear or tapir on it. And actually there, I don't know why, I rolled straight past a pill. So there was a pill there and I just rolled straight past it instead of immediately pilling the orca. Maybe I was thinking that I should do it on 9 wins in case I somehow got walrus and then I could actually win the game. But yeah, maybe a little bit of a strange decision there. We actually matched StarPack again and it's very satisfying to have Stonefish kill off an eel. They only have level 1 Spino here, so we're probably going to be fine. I mean, Sauropod plus Elephant Seal is pretty crazy. And yeah, we actually get a chocolate. So I think, okay, I rolled past the chocolate. I guess I just didn't realize that I had the pill in the previous turn. So we're just going to roll down looking for a pill. And yeah, we don't find one. And so having passed up that pill and not finding another one, we go into the final battle either way because we're on 1 heart. And unfortunately we face this bison team. So yeah, we really needed an Orca Eagle Infinite there in order to escape that one. So I did manage to angle an Orca from Rev, but it didn't pan out. Now here's another one where the opposing team has the Orca. And thankfully it's a husky team as well, so the octopus is going to be able to do the 6 damage every time. I guess even if they have pepper, you're doing 6 damage most of the time anyway. But now we can try an angle, so we'll bring in the anglerfish. We get husky on the first one. And I think, am I just going to buy sell here? Unfortunately, I don't have any chocolate frozen. Maybe I'm just going to roll for chocolate now. Would be a bit risky. Yeah, we take the octopus level up instead in case I get another anglerfish on the level. So we're not going to get the chocolate, so we just have to buy sell the angler and try again. And this time we do get the orca. So orca comes in. We have plenty time to look for a pill because we're on 6 trophies this time, 2 hearts. And I think I'm actually going to go for the level 2 orca. If we can level 2 it before we pill it, then we get 2 chances to hit either the tapir, the walrus, or the bear. And the T-Rex is going to buff the orca because it's a tier 6. It's always good to face a golden pack team. Like the vast majority of the time, the golden pack teams are going to be weaker. Sometimes it's, you get unlucky and you face a crazy bird of paradise gold team. But I felt like on the whole, facing golden pack was generally the best thing I could hope for. So we get a pill, and I think I'm going to roll another chocolate pretty soon. Okay, I'm going to go for the level 3 octopus because we also want to win if we somehow get what we want from the orca pill. That means that those pets then would stay alive in the pool longer for someone else to find them and angle them again. And yeah, okay, so we're going to win again here, but now we're on 8 trophies. We really just need to find a pill. We get another anglerfish, which I freeze. And I think I'm going to freeze the octopus and then just roll in with 1 slot open, hoping for a chocolate. It is a bit greedy, but you have to be greedy when you're hoping for rare things to happen. So here we go. We get the orca, and now I actually have to sell something in order to pill it to get the 2 different pets. So here we go. What's it going to be? And it is wolf blobfish. So after all that, we didn't get anything remotely interesting. So next one, we've got another orca team here with the vulture. And I had some pretty funny interactions with the vulture. I'm not sure if I'll clip them and put them in later on. But now we get the chance to angle. We already have the anglerfish on board. Actually, here I made a mistake here. I should have bought the chocolate onto the anglerfish because then I could have duplicated more orcas. But in the end, we get the orca on the 2nd attempt. And so I think we sell the vulture, and we're going to sell the skunk, which I had angled from someone else already. And now we'll level 2 and then go for the pill. And what's it this time? It is fire ant beluga sturgeon. So yeah, pretty frustrating there. We had 4 chances to get any of those 3 pets. I guess the odds are still not good. But when you've played a lot of games, and I think I played this solid for 4 days. So I was playing nothing else other than trying to angle those pets or orca in Puppy Pack. And this one, yeah, we actually get the tapir in battle. So we could have tied here as well, I think, if the lionfish had hit the hare. But yeah, getting the tapir in battle was, it didn't feel too good at that point. But in the original video, I actually suggested something else other than going for tapir, walrus, and what's the other one? Bear. Is that if you're a free-to-play only player, I was asking you to go for any of the tokens in Pack 1. So there on the previous clip, we saw chicken pie with a zombie cricket. And then here we see a guest with a chick. And then this one, I actually face on turn 17, a level 3 ram, which is very strange. And we actually almost get the tie. It's so close. But it was nice seeing the tokens out there because that's something that just doesn't happen every day. And then we actually got a chance against, I think this is the same team, the hippo team with the roosters. We get another chance to face that team with the chick. and I have the goldfish ready. Do I level up the T-Rex here? I could just sell the goldfish straight away, but we actually get the angler, and I get the chance to try and nab a chick from the opposing team, which we do. I always think it's funny when you angle a token and the ability is blank because well, it just doesn't have an ability. So we'll take the stingray and then bring in the chick. And because this, the early late turns here, 9, 10, 11, have gone so well, getting triple T-Rex, that we're actually in a very good position to try and get the level 3 chick, having angled it. I would be interested to know if anyone else out there has done that before and got a level 3 token achievement from angling. And I'm not counting the runs that people have posted from customs where they drew all the way to turn 50 something. This is just playing normally in Puppy Pack, and I end up taking the mantis shrimp. I feel like we only have scalers and a token, so we probably need some kind of ability. It is a star pack opponent, and I think I was going to start freezing anglerfish just in case I ended up facing one of those teams that people had submitted with the walrus, tapir, or bear. But in the meantime, all we're going to do is buy melons and then just buy chocolates. And maybe I could have actually passed up those melons there because our team is so strong. We can probably get away with not having the equipment and, tanking another turn, because we are actually in danger of winning too quickly here. T-Rex is just, it's still so strong. So we're just going to roll down. I don't find any chocolates. Pretty unfortunate. Of course, with a token pet, you're relying completely on the chocolate because you can't find duplicates of them in the shop. A strange pack 4 team with Secretary Bird in the middle instead of at the back, and we end up winning. So we roll a chocolate and we get another chocolate. So now, if I can tie, I'm in a great position to get the level 3 chick. And I'm really now regretting buying the 2 melons onto the T-Rexes. So we put the chick up front, but the stats we get from the T-Rexes is just so high. I maybe could have actually sold one of them there. And would you believe the chick actually gets a kill because we draw another golden pack team. And the osprey here actually breaks the setup. I don't know if the other player knew that was going to happen, but when you have the level 2 osprey, the cobra gets pushed back, and so you don't get the snipe. I think we would have won either way, but I was so close to getting the level 3 chick. Really unfortunate there. So here's another one. Nothing on the opposing team that we really care about, but there were a lot of games like this where I got to the end, and what are you going to do? You're on 9 wins. You don't have anything on the opposing team that you really care about angling. So you're kind of free to just do whatever you want. So here, I think I decide to just use the anglerfish up. Okay, we're going to buy the perks onto the elephant seal first. And I actually rolled 2 anglers. So now I'm thinking maybe I could get an achievement from the other team by angling. So let's go for it. Unfortunately, we don't get the duplicate zebra. And zebra actually is on the list that I've never had the level 3, which isn't surprising given its ability. But we are on 9, so we actually need to tie or lose again. I was constantly in that situation where I didn't want to win. But we do have the advantage here of level 3 Hatching Chick, so we're getting a free chocolate each turn. And with the new version of Hatching Chick, you get it immediately instead of on the next shop phase, which makes it better for achievement hunting. And we face this really strong team with level 3 Snake and Tiger. And we're actually going to lose. So we get the chance to go for the level 3. I just need 2 chocolates. And since we have the level 2 sauropod on board, we're actually in a pretty good position to find them. So the first one there only costs 1 gold. And I think, I actually do buy this lasagna since it's only 1. And we find the chocolate on the next roll. So now the Hatching Chick is going to level 3 the zebra, and we just need to hope that we face a weak team. Please be golden pack. And it is Golden Pack with a level 3 Cobra, which is one of the most improved units since Eggplant was removed. But they don't have Emu, so they're only going to get a few shots from it before it gets moved. And we actually have enough to get the level 3 Zebra achievement. So that was a real opportunistic achievement there. I was pretty happy to get that one. And after so many games without finding what I wanted from the opposing teams, these kind of runs were providing a bit of respite. Now here is the ultimate angle opportunity. We end up facing this sloth team, pack 1 sloth team. The double lionfish at the back is there in order to try and tie. And unfortunately, we actually end up winning. So I had anglerfish frozen in the shop there, and I could have angled that sloth if I'd had the draw. So unfortunate when that happens. The opportunities to angle sloths are few and far between. But here's another one. We're on. We've got the same kind of setup with the elephant seal sauropod as I had in a lot of the runs. You always need the heavy scaling to try and stay alive into the late turns. And actually, I face another sloth team, and this time we're in a better position to try and angle it. And actually, I think we're going to win. Okay, we're going to tie, so even better. So we actually need, we only have one anglerfish frozen, which is the slight difficulty. I think I have to sell the snapping turtle here. The level 3 bat's just too valuable. We don't get the sloth on the first angle. So really here, I should just sell the anglerfish, sell the poodle for more gold, and then go again and just hope to roll an angler in the shop. It's so frustrating using anglerfish in puppy pack because there's no waffle, which means when you get the angler to level 3, there's nothing you can do anymore. But here actually we find another angler and get the sloth. So with the double sauropod, again, we're in the position where the chocolate only costs 1 gold, as long as we still have triggers left. So I'm going to just try and scale the team a little bit first, and then we're just going to buy every single chocolate. Now here, maybe, you can see there I'm hesitating. Maybe I should just leave those 2 slots open. But because everything is so cheap, our odds of finding the chocolate are just that much better. And we really can't afford to stop scaling. Here's a team with it was 50-50 woodpecker. I think that was a result of Stego, was it? But some of the teams I was facing were just absolutely ludicrous. And as overpowered as elephant seal plus sauropod is, we really had no option here. We just had to get as much stats onto the team as we could, and then just hope for the chocolate rolls. So there is one. Unfortunately, the sauropod triggers have run out here, so actually I decide to wait. So there's a couple of things to consider here. I guess, freezing the chocolate isn't great because we waste a slot in the food shop, but it does mean next turn we can get the discount. And I actually leave myself the opportunity of going for level 2 sauropod instead of buying it on the sloth, which does seem crazy, but it would mean that every subsequent chocolate is free. I think, though, I'm actually going to chicken out and buy the chocolate onto the sloth, because we're now on 8 trophies. It wasn't a tie, it wasn't a loss. And unfortunately, we do also have to buy some perks. You can't just stop buying the perks on the elephant seal when that's the only thing you've got going for your team. If I got melon or something, I could also buy that onto the bat or the sauropod at the front. But we don't find any of the best perks, and we don't find any more chocolate either. This is actually kind of funny. This team is a 4 squad with lion, which almost definitely means that the player bought a tier 6 unit or a tier 5 and then realized that they needed to sell it for the lion ability to work. So now we're just rolling for chocolate because we're in desperation mode. 9 trophies, turn 16. I freeze the anglerfish just in case we find one of those walrus teams. And I end up taking the natural level 2 on the sauropod. So we will get free chocolate if we lose or draw here. It would have been so painful to match with a Walrus team with a level 2 sloth on board, but it's not going to happen. We actually faced this, the classic shoebill plus pelican cassowary rubbish from Star Pack. So we lose there, but that's fine because we wanted to lose. And now we just need the miracle double chocolate roll. Pill, salt, not going to do it. We do get a chocolate on the first roll, so that one is free. Double pill, and it's nothing good. I mean, I'm not sure what the odds are really of rolling a double chocolate. It's not great. It's probably not great trying to find 3 chocolates in one turn, even if you have double sauropod. In fact, even if each chocolate is free, I think your odds are really bad. And on the final roll here, we get the apple plus honey, which if we didn't have elephant seal would be pretty much the worst thing you could possibly roll. So now we probably need to face a really weak husky team from Star Pack because we have no equipment other than the lemon. And unfortunately, it is level 2 skunk, almost 50-50. The rest of their team is relatively weak, but we just take the full hit from the stake there because we don't have any equipment. And that's all she wrote for the level 3 sloth run. So I guess not surprising, in the end, we did not manage to find a walrus, a bear, or a tapir. I didn't even see any on any opposing teams, so there wasn't even a missed angle opportunity. I guess mathematically it probably was extremely unlikely that it was going to happen. I guess just based on the sheer number of teams in all the pack pools, because of course when you play against all packs you have to include Turtle Pack as well. But I thought I would end on, I didn't want to end on a complete downer with that sloth run. And here we have level 3 ferret, which, sloth is tier 1, ferret is tier 1. So this is pretty much the same thing. And we get the level 3 ferret badge, ribbon, whatever it is. I'm afraid that's going to have to be enough until the next time.